will fluctuate throughout the day, as will the snow. So we're still going to hold steady on this forecast. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I know it's human nature to kind of focus in on the highest number on the map and assume that's what you're going to get in your neighborhood. It will vary a lot from one location to the next. So this is a dusting up to 2 inches of rain and roughly an inch or more right through the Atlanta area, with higher amounts to the east and especially to the northeast. So as we continue to track this, we've got some more updates coming your way in a few minutes. Ron and Lise.
More areas getting snow now. All right, Joanne, thank you so much. Now let's check the conditions there in Athens.
Yeah, which apparently things have changed since we last met up with...
Oh my, you've changed big time. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, I've been pretty bummed because I've been here live in Athens since 3:45 this morning, and for the last 7 hours, there has not been any such snow. Well, ask and you shall receive. The snow is finally coming down here on Broad Street in down. Looks like it finally happened. How about that?
It went from 0 to 100 real quick. There, Miles.
It did. It did. Yes.
That's wild.
Miles, thank you so much. Now let's check in with Good Day's Angelique Proctor. She's in Commerce.
Okay, and you know what, Angelique? It may be a tough act to follow.
It's going to be hard to beat down.
Right, it's coming down where Miles is. All right, we don't have Angelique, so I think we might try to check in with her in just a little bit. But we do have Eli Jordan. He is driving north of Cumming.
All right, Eli, what are you seeing now? Okay, no, Eli's not there. All right, well, we'll get to him sooner or later.
We'll get to him.
Okay.
We're going to take a pause.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
Do we have Eli?
This is live TV, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. There's Eli.
Hey, guys.
All right, Eli, how's it looking?
Eli.
Hey, I was just on the Buford Highway off of 400, right where the Northside Hospital is, and it's a lot different. I'm heading south. It's a lot different than it is up north, but the snowfall is starting to get a little bit more intense. It's a little bit more vigorous. The snow.
Caution, though, if you're out there on those roadways. All right, Eli, thank you so much. Now we have Angelique Proctor. She's in Commerce.
Yeah, and I'm glad because we want to see what conditions are looking like where you are, Angelique.
Well, good morning, guys. You know, I got to admit, I had a little snow envy initially after I was looking at like Dahlonega and Blairsville. But now here in Commerce, it's really coming down nicely. We'll see. Back to you in the studio.
He has a great attitude. If we're going to do it, let's just do it, right?
Safely.
Yeah, safely.
Spots, and it's pretty widespread, extends back into Alabama. The temperatures are critically important here, though, because this means that road conditions can go downhill fast, and they have where snow has been accumulating. But it's also just so bitterly cold out there, with wind chills already into the single digits in some spots. Also be aware when the snow gets heavy, visibility is really reduced. It's only a mile in several locations in northeast Georgia. That's going to be something to be mindful of as it fluctuates throughout the day. We're going to still hold steady on storm total. This is not additional snow. This is accounting for what's already fallen and what will continue to fall, that our highest amounts will still line up to the east of Atlanta, with lesser amounts back to the west. But there's a lot of ground to cover here, multiple pieces of the puzzle as we get through the next 36 hours. Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Alex Forbes and I will have another update for you coming up in a few minutes. Tom and Alex.
Gosh, we know how to keep you guys busy. Thank you, Joanne. We do want to check in on the latest wintry conditions in Dahlonega, where I don't know if you've been paying much attention, you guys, but it sounds like they've been having a lot of fun up there. Kevin Stewart is live.
Too much fun, Alex, for sure. The last time we spoke about a half hour ago, I told you the snow was beginning to ease up. Well, it's picking back up.
Having a good time. The Norman Rockwell-esque scene happening behind you there in Dahlonega.
Courier and Eyes. Courier and Eyes.
Beats the ice, right?
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, thanks. Let's check in now with Kim Luffler, who is live for us in Blairsville this morning.
Oh, yeah, Kim. I saw you were making some snowmen earlier. Gosh, you got a nice blanket behind you.
Several hours now. We're not seeing that fluffy snow that we saw a little bit earlier this morning, but you can still see
This cars moved by just fine. We saw Kevin in Dahlonega, and we were able to see some of the asphalt there. So it's nice to just do a pulse check in each different locality. Kim, we appreciate it. Thank you. And speaking of a pulse check, let's check back in with Fox 5's Angelique Proctor, who's up in Commerce.
Yeah, Angelique, what are the conditions like where you are? Looks like the snow's coming down pretty good up there.
I'm very pleased with the snowfall. It's gotten to be quite beautiful.
Hot chocolate. Talking about this with family.
Absolutely.
But like Blairsville and Dahlonega, pretty scene behind you there in Commerce up I-85, up to the north and east. Angelique Proctor, thanks. Want to get out to Ray Arena now, who took the Fox 5 Storm Chaser up to Gainesville.
Yeah, Ray, let's see. How is it looking?
Well, it's looking like there's plenty of snowflakes out here. I just measured it a little bit with my thumb, and I can estimate that we've had about 2.5 inches of snow so far. And now, Tom, I know we're both from South Florida. We've spent plenty of time there. It like folds away in that. So you have to get a lot more snow than you think to be able to turn that snow, this powdery stuff, into what you see here.
Well, that's the unintimidating snow. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, we like the one-armed.
It's definitely what we like to see.
One-armed snowman with the little leaves as a hand, and we'll give you some time. We'll check back in with you to work on that, Ray. Thanks. Well, we've been getting a ton of videos and pictures coming in from all
snowflake and what you get on the ground. So we typically see those classic snowflake shapes. Those are called dendrites. Those are going to be the brighter shades that you see in here. But you see these little lines here in the snow picture that he sent me. Those are needles and columns. And so those are kind of mixed in, and that requires some drier air to make those form. We've talked a lot about this being a drier, powdery type of snow, and that's why it's giving it sort of a different texture here, allowing it to blow around, and thankfully not allowing it to really accumulate much on tree limbs to where we have to worry about that causing power outages. On the flip side, though, the wind could continue to create a few scattered power outages here and there. Here's a closer view of the snow in motion, that band that's been heavier from eastern Gwinnett County now dipping down into Morgan and Putnam counties. There's a little break right there, and then we've got the heavier bands still ongoing here out to the west. Notice this right here into North Fulton County. We're going to watch this snow start to fill back in. Some of these areas that really feel like they've missed out so far, there is more on the way, which will keep us under our winter storm warning until 1 a.m. Sunday. Winter weather advisory, that will actually wrap up at 7 o'clock this evening, only because we're expecting that snow will taper off a little bit earlier in those locations. But we're still on top of the changes out there for you. We'll bring you another update in just a few minutes. Tom and Alex.
Joanne, thanks so much. We're starting to see snowfall right here in Metro Atlanta.
Gosh, it's about time. We've been waiting for this. Deidre Dukes is at Piedmont Park. Deidre, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good morning, Alex and Tom. Well, I tell you what, we still have people out and about, even though, as Joanne said, we have seen temperatures drop out here within the past half hour or so. And boy, the wind.
And a real increase in the blustery wind conditions out there, making it even colder.
Yeah, and you can certainly feel that. When I was out here, I guess about a half hour or so ago, the sun was out. It was snowing. We're experiencing those snow flurries, but it was definitely warmer out here. But like I said, within the past half hour or so, it seems like the temperatures have really taken a turn.
Yeah, nice nosedive there. But let Alex Forbes tell it, that snowy weather is on the way. So I guess we'll just have to stay tuned.
I know, we thought it was over when we see the sunshine, but not so much. Deidre, we'll check back in with you. Thanks.
With some wind chill values that could be 10 or 15 below zero. That's why we've got this extreme cold warning in effect. A couple things to keep in mind: the duration of the cold. And I know Alex Forbes has mentioned a few times that really makes it more susceptible for pipes to burst. If you haven't taken precautions yet, go ahead and do it. That's not something you want to have to contend with. Leave faucets dripping if you have to, because our best chance of seeing above freezing temperatures area-wide is not until Monday afternoon. Let's go through this right here. The combination of temperature and wind chill. It'll drop into the teens tonight in the Atlanta area, but we wake up around sunrise to numbers near zero, some sub-zero numbers, even farther south. Eatonton could have a 6-degree wind chill first thing in the morning. So naturally the question is, when do we really thaw out? Well, we do get an opportunity next week. Tomorrow, not so much, but we will have sunshine out tomorrow, and that's going to start to melt through things, knowing that these snow showers are going to taper off from west to east by late afternoon. early this evening. So even overnight tonight, the clouds are going to start to clear, which will leave us not only sunny for the second half of the weekend, but also Monday on Groundhog Day. Now notice we're still below freezing to start that day, but we'll bounce back up to 48 in the afternoon. We've really lost sight of what is normal for temperatures this time of year. That would be mid-50s. We actually have that in our extended forecast. We'll get there for Tuesday and Wednesday, so that should mean we're warm enough for only rain with that next system for the middle of next week. Tom and Alex.
All right, Joanne, thanks so much. Before we leave you here on this extended version of Good Day Atlanta on a Saturday morning, I want to take you live outside for another look at conditions as we track this wintry storm that is passing through our area yet again this weekend as we take a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. So far, no reports of any significant delays out there, but as the snow kind of rolls in, we might start hearing just that. We're continuing to monitor the situation there.
Going to keep our fingers crossed. Take a look at the roadways now. You can see that there is still some snow accumulation there. We're keeping you posted on it all. Hopefully you'll stick around though, because
the next hour to 2 hours to bring your snow totals up. Of course, they're going to be up as you look out to the east there, where you will likely climb over 5 inches as snow continues to fall in the area. We're tracking these hour by hour going through the next hour as well, so we'll have updates in your forecast as we continue to fine-tune that 7-day that gives a promise of a warm-up that you will definitely want after you deal with what tomorrow has to bring in terms of looking for snow, but very cautious as you get out on the roads.
Yeah. Has this been exactly what you've been expecting and forecasting over the last few days, where it's kind of staying that line east, where we're seeing a lot more of that the heavier impacts?
There was, of course, we thought Hall and Clark counties would be part of this, and certainly all of those counties up to the north and to the east of those locations. But it ended up being, at the end of the day, it was Gwinnett County, especially to the north of Lawrenceville. They got hit hard with this storm, and we're seeing some really impressive amounts. And so, yes, the forecast is indeed lining up.
The second weekend in a row for Gwinnett, Jonathan, getting kind of the brunt of the storm. Did they really fully recover from last weekend as far as like melting and getting some of the ice?
And the atmospheric opportunities were definitely there. We've warmed up enough, although I don't think anybody has felt warmth to any degree across the area, but they were able to get rid of those conditions. You know, hard-hit white Habersham counties, they still had impacts as late as